First tonight, the £2 billion of financial support that people in the region could be missing out on. It's money that could make the difference between heating and eating, but it's estimated 500,000 households in the east aren't claiming benefits and other cash that they're entitled to. In a moment, we'll look at what benefits are most likely to be missed and what to do if you think you might qualify. But first, Mosme Bakshi has been to meet families in South Cambridgeshire who've been helped by a council project aimed at getting people the support they're entitled to.
I'll have one of these then. That looks nice.
Is the cost of living crisis over? Economists might tell you we're past the worst of it, but at this drop-in event in Girton, it's a different answer.
No, it isn't. No. Me and my sister, we went into a little butcher shop. They'd got a joint of meat about that big. Was £94, reduced to 60. How can a piece of beef like that be 90 odd pound? And they say the cost of living's coming down. No way. No way is it.
Michael's story is one of the reasons why the local council has spent the past year contacting people entitled to benefits but who aren't claiming them.
I find it's very cold in the winter, and since I was a child I've felt the cold, so when I got the letter saying I was entitled to something, I thought I'd just come and see what it was about, and quite happily it's good news.
As a result of the scheme, 858 new claims have been made, amounting to almost £500,000 of extra payments. Contacting people directly has made all the difference.
So I think a lot of people missing out because of the horrendous amount of forms that you have to fill in, what have you, and it's not easy.
We sent all the people here a letter to say that we would like to invite them to come to this event. Specifically, we're looking at increasing uptake of the Household Support Fund, which is a one-off payment of £110 that unfortunately a lot of people don't know they're eligible for. But hopefully by the time they leave here today, everyone will have applied for that £110 and be receiving that within the next few weeks.
But it can be a matter of pride that prevents people from claiming. Tommy Pryor is a single dad of 3 who's now discovered he's eligible for the Healthy Start payment.
Being a young father of 3 kids, it's not always easy to admit that struggle. I mean, you get like, I think £17 every 4 weeks, and that takes, 17 quid off a massive shop, and that does all our fruit and veg, which means we can start eating properly and making fresh food again for the kids.
Back at the drop-in event, and it's good news for Michael.
Yeah, I'm eligible for the £100 odd one-off payment, which I didn't even know existed. So yes, it's helpful for Christmas.
And with the average family spending an extra £713 in the run-up to Christmas, it's an early present that's very welcome. Mosme Bakshi, BBC Look East.
So which benefits are most likely to be missed? Our political correspondent Ben Schofield is here, and you've been looking at the figures.
Yes, and this is data that's been compiled by a company called Policy in Practice, which works with the local councils and housing associations to help people navigate the benefits system. They're the ones who've estimated our region's leaving £2 billion unclaimed, and that includes benefits from central government, local councils and the likes of utility companies which have social tariffs for lower income households. The biggest chunk of that £2 billion is said to be universal credit, some 46% of the total. The next largest is council tax support. Some households don't realise that if they're on a low income or claim other benefits, they could also qualify for this, but they have to apply through their council. And then the third largest chunk is carers allowance, which you might qualify for if you spend at least 35 hours a week caring for someone. That's 10% of the total. And as we saw in Mosme's film, applying for those pots of money can make a real difference. The man behind Policy in Practice told me how they had helped a pensioner apply for pension credit.
Through our work, they're now receiving it. She said she's been able to go on a second honeymoon with her partner, just to a local seaside town. First time she's been able to do that in 10 years. So sometimes it's about preventing destitution, when we do have those stories, but sometimes it's about giving your child a better start in life. Sometimes it's just a bit about getting a bit of dignity back and a bit of life and spirit back into households that have been struggling financially.
The advice, if you think you might be entitled to more financial support, is to search online for a benefits calculator on a gov.uk web page. A spokesperson for the Department for Work and Pensions told us that they are making sure everyone gets the support they're entitled to by promoting benefits through public campaigns and funding the free Help to Claim service. Beware, though, of scams. People have been targeted by scammers claiming in things like unsolicited text messages that people are entitled to benefits. If you're unsure, Susie, the advice is to check with a local organisation like your council or job centre.
Ben, thank you very much.